Can parents be held responsible for their child's gun violence? On September 4, 2024, a devastating school shooting at Appalachia High School in Winder, Georgia, left 4 people dead. While 14-year-old Colin Gray, the suspected shooter, faces multiple murder charges, the legal action taken against his father, Colin Gray, is making waves nationwide. For only the second time in U.S. history, a parent is facing criminal charges for their child's role in a mass shooting. This case raises a critical question. How far should parental responsibility extend when it comes to gun violence? Breaking new legal ground. Colin Gray, 54, has been charged with 2 counts of second-degree murder, 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter, and 8 counts of cruelty to children. The murder charges are some of the harshest ever filed against a parent in a school shooting case. Prosecutors will need to prove that Gray's actions, gifting his son the gun used in the shooting, were not only reckless, but criminal. This unprecedented case could expand the legal definition of parental accountability in gun violence, making it clear that parents must play a role in controlling access to firearms. The court will examine whether Colin Gray ignored warning signs or contributed to his son's violent actions by gifting him an AR-15 rifle just months after Colt was investigated for making online threats about a potential school attack. The AR-15 gift, a central issue. At the center of this case is how Colin Gray obtained the AR-15 rifle used in the shooting. The firearm was reportedly a Christmas gift from his father, despite the teenager's prior behavior raising serious concerns. In 2023, Colt had been questioned by law enforcement for making threats on social media about attacking a school. Despite these red flags, his father still provided him with a powerful semi-automatic weapon. Prosecutors will argue that Colin Gray's decision to gift this gun was a form of gross negligence, enabling his son's deadly actions. Michigan case sets a precedent. This case bears striking similarities to the Oxford, Michigan school shooting in 2021. There, the parents of the shooter were convicted of involuntary manslaughter for providing their son access to the firearm used in the attack, even though warning signs had been present. Both cases involve parents who seem to ignore or downplay clear indicators of danger and violence. In Michigan, the prosecution's success set a legal precedent, and many believe the Gray case could follow suit. Should parents be held accountable? One of the central debates in this case is the question of parental responsibility. How much control should a parent have over their child's access to firearms? Prosecutors in Georgia will argue that Colin Gray acted recklessly, giving his son unsupervised access to a deadly weapon despite Colt's troubled history. Critics, however, worry that expanding parental accountability could open the door to prosecuting parents for actions they cannot control. If a parent does their best to monitor their child but is unaware of dangerous intentions, should they still face criminal charges? This case could stretch the boundaries of what parental responsibility means in an era of rising gun violence. Amid this legal and ethical debate, many Christians are reflecting on what their faith teaches about reducing gun violence. While gun ownership is a deeply embedded right in American culture, Christians are increasingly asking what responsibility they bear in addressing the moral and social issues contributing to the gun violence epidemic. Many Christians believe that reducing gun violence starts with changing hearts and minds through the teachings of Jesus. The principles of peace, love, and non-violence are central to the Christian faith. As followers of Christ, Christians are called to be peacemakers, as mentioned in Matthew chapter 5, verse 9. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called children of God. This scripture serves as a guiding principle for many in their approach to preventing violence. One of the ways Christians can help reduce gun violence is by promoting responsible gun ownership and supporting laws that protect vulnerable populations. This includes measures like thorough background checks, restrictions on access to firearms for those with a history of mental illness, and improved safety measures in schools. Supporting community-based initiatives that address the root causes of violence, poverty, lack of education, and broken family structures can also make a significant impact. Additionally, Christian leaders can play a vital role in promoting open discussions on gun control. Some Christian denominations advocate for stricter gun regulations, citing the commandment, "Thou shalt not kill," as a cornerstone of their belief system. They argue that Christians should support laws that make it harder for dangerous individuals to access weapons, helping to prevent tragedies like the one in Georgia. Faith in action: how Christians can help. Many Christians are also focusing on preventive measures rooted in compassion, understanding, and spiritual guidance. Addressing mental health issues within families, promoting peace building within communities, and advocating for conflict resolution programs in schools can help stem the tide of gun violence. Through prayer, outreach, and active engagement in social justice initiatives, Christians are called to be part of the solution. Churches can act as safe havens, providing counseling, mentorship programs, and anti-violence workshops. By fostering environments where young people feel supported and heard, Christian communities can help guide at-risk youth away from paths that lead to violence. Furthermore, Christians are encouraged to support families and parents in raising children with values centered on love, empathy, and self-control. Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6 says, "Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it." This guidance can play a significant role in helping families build stronger foundations and prevent tragedies like the Georgia school shooting. The future of parental accountability. As the legal case against Colin Gray unfolds, the issue of parental responsibility in preventing gun violence will remain at the forefront. Whether or not Gray's actions warrant criminal charges is a question for the courts, but the broader implications of this case are clear. Parents must be aware of the risks and consequences that come with providing firearms to their children. The Gray case could reshape how the US legal system approaches gun violence prevention, especially in cases where parents directly or indirectly provide access to weapons. It also calls on Christian communities to reflect on their role in advocating for peace and responsible gun ownership, grounded in the teachings of their faith. Conclusion: the Christian call to action. The Georgia school shooting has sparked renewed discussions about the responsibility parents and communities have in preventing such tragedies. For Christians, the call to reduce gun violence is deeply connected to the call to live out their faith as peacemakers. By advocating for responsible gun laws, supporting families, and promoting the teachings of Jesus, Christians can help create a world where tragedies like this are less likely to occur. What do you think? Should parents be held accountable when their children commit mass shootings? And how can Christians contribute to reducing gun violence in our society? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel.